The Bureau of Land Management presents live from the BLM National Training Center in Phoenix, Arizona, the latest Planning NEPA Forum on Regional Mitigation. And now, the host of your program, Cathy Humphrey.
Good morning in the West and good afternoon in the East. Welcome to our latest Planning NEPA Forum. I understand we have some non-BLM folks participating with us today, so we appreciate your being able to join us. So this broadcast is the first in a series of programs on mitigation. Today's show, we're going to focus on regional offsite mitigation, and then on January 30th, 2014, we'll discuss on-site or local mitigation. Now for BLM employees, if you didn't already register for the broadcast in DOI Learn, please send me your names. You can email them to me so that you can have an opportunity to give us feedback through metrics that matter. As you know, with your input, we can improve our broadcasts so that we can better meet your needs. The reference material that we refer to on this program has been posted to the Knowledge Resource Center, or KRC page, and that includes the draft Regional Mitigation Manual section. We've got some CEQ and other guidance on there, lots of information, the PowerPoints there on the website. So I'm hoping that the people that are listening on the listen-only bridge, I hope you went to the KRC and found the PowerPoints, because it'll make the presentations a lot better for you. Now the easiest way to find that KRC page is by doing a web search for NTC KRC mitigation. And as with our other broadcasts, of course, you can fax or email or text your questions. You can do that anytime during the broadcast, and then we'll answer them in the question and answer period. However, if you want to call us on the phone, then we'll only open the lines for phone calls during that question and answer period, and that'll be towards the end of the program. So if you do call us, it's really best if you step out of the room, because if you're in the room with the TV, there's echoing and feedback. And please don't forget to tell us your name and where you're calling from. So if you want to write down the numbers now, here's the contact information. You can see it on your screen. The fax number is 602-906-5701. If you email or text us, that address is blm_tc_telecast@blm.gov. And the phone number to call in is 877-862-5346. Okay, let's just get right into it. I'd like to introduce our panel, and starting with Gloria Tibbetts. Gloria joins us from Battle Mountain, Nevada, where she serves as the project manager and NEPA coordinator for 2 EIS-level mining projects, an EIS-level landscape restoration project, and countless EA-level projects in all program areas. She worked in planning and development for several years at the local and city level before joining the BLM in 2010. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, thanks for having me.
And next we have Mike Dwyer. Mike is a project manager in the Ely District in Nevada. He works primarily on energy projects, and for the past year or so, he's served as the Nevada project manager for the Solar Regional Mitigation Planning Project. Mike's been with the BLM since 1978. In his spare time, Mike serves as an adjunct professor at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where he teaches courses in environmental science and natural resource policy. It's great to see you, Mike.
Thanks, Cathy. Good to be here.
And our last panelist here in Phoenix is Jim Perry. We're lucky to have Jim with us. He's a senior natural resource specialist in the Washington office's Division of Fluid Minerals. He was a team lead on the development of the BLM's regional mitigation policy that we'll be talking about today. Jim's devoted a lot of the past 35 years of his career to identifying and teaching better ways to mitigate environmental impacts. Jim, it's good you could be with us from Washington.
Thanks, Cathy. It's great to be here and to share these important new concepts.
And then Gordon Taves was supposed to be with us live from Washington, but he was called away unexpectedly this week. So fortunately for all of us, he taped his presentation in advance. But I'd like to introduce him anyway. Gordon is part of the Renewable Resources and Planning staff in the Washington office and leads the inventory, assessment, and monitoring strategy for the BLM. His recent work efforts have focused on developing monitoring strategies for terrestrial and aquatic resources, wild horse and burro herd management areas, solar energy zones, and sage grouse habitat. Gordon's also a member of the team that led the development of the Dry Lake Regional Mitigation Strategy, which you'll hear about later. And he's currently working on the Riverside East long-term solar management plan. Okay, so next I'd like to move to Washington, D.C., where Carrie Rogers is standing by. Carrie is the Senior NEPA Specialist in the BLM Washington office's Division of Decision Support Planning and NEPA. Carrie joined the BLM in 2010 as an Air Resource Specialist back in D.C., and Carrie's worked on the draft Regional Mitigation Manual, and as well as on mitigation of air emissions from federal oil and gas development under an interagency memorandum of understanding. Now, Carrie previously worked as an environmental lawyer at both a private law firm and for several federal agencies, and she directed a law school environmental law clinic. Carrie, it's great that you're able to be with us.
Hi, Cathy. I'm pleased to join you.
Okay, so that's our panel that's here with us. And next what I'd like to do is hand it over to Neil Kornze. He's the Principal Deputy Director of the BLM. Although he couldn't be with us today, he was able to record a short message for us.
Good morning, or perhaps good afternoon, depending on where you are today. I want to welcome all of you and thank you for attending this important forum on the future of regional mitigation in our planning and NEPA work at the BLM. I want to start by relaying to you Secretary Jewell's 6 priority areas for the Department of the Interior. As you will see, your participation today will help advance the BLM's efforts to meet several of these priorities. They are: 1. Celebrating and enhancing America's great outdoors. 2. Strengthening tribal nations. 3. Powering the future. 4. Engaging the next generation. 5. Assuring a sustainable water supply. And 6. Building a landscape-level understanding. Today's broadcast will touch on several of these, most apparently on powering the future, building a landscape-level understanding, and celebrating and enhancing America's great outdoors. With this new policy, we will continue to help secure America's energy independence in the most responsible way possible, both environmentally and economically. With the release of the BLM's Regional Mitigation Manual in June, we established our policy on taking a landscape-level approach to offsite mitigation priorities. Instead of reviewing offsite mitigation measures on a case-by-case basis at project sites, we will explore opportunities to pre-plan mitigation across jurisdictions and across regions. In doing so, we will help protect and conserve some of our most important natural resources. Today, you will hear about how to do some of the following: anticipate future offsite mitigation needs and pre-identify potential sites for projects. Prioritize potential mitigation sites and measures for multiple benefits across large landscapes. Consider mitigation opportunities on both BLM lands and non-BLM lands. Identify mitigation opportunities that will be effective and durable. Ensure that science and high-quality information are the basis for considering mitigation opportunities. And finally, exploring the potential for mitigation opportunities that benefit multiple resources through a single action. The opportunities we will now have as a result of this policy are fairly exciting. For example, mitigation may include contributing labor or funding for wildlife habitat improvement projects, removing unnecessary infrastructure, or purchasing conservation easements, or creating new areas of critical environmental concern. This regional scale planning perspective will enhance the BLM's ability to mitigate resource impacts, increase our permitting effectiveness, and provide greater certainty to permit applicants, to our partners, to stakeholders, and to the greater public. It's an exciting time to be undertaking this work. I am confident that this new approach will be crucial to moving us in the right direction. What you learn and discuss today will play a key role in strengthening our management and care of the nation's public lands and resources. As we implement this new policy, I look forward to hearing about the results of your work. Again, thank you. I wish you all the best for a successful and exciting forum.
Thanks, Neil. That was a great way to kick us off. It's always good to be reminded of how our efforts tie into the department's priorities. So over the next 90 minutes or so, you're going to hear us talking about, we'll go over the terminology that's used with regional mitigation. We'll go over the NEPA and CEQ guidance. We'll overview the interim policy for regional mitigation. We'll present you with a framework on how to begin a regional mitigation strategy, and we'll discuss how to overcome some typical challenges. And then we've got an interesting case study for you from Nevada where a regional mitigation strategy has been developed. And then finally, in about an hour and a half, it'll be your turn to ask questions. And as with our other broadcasts, we got some questions in advance, so we'll answer them until you start calling in or texting, whatever. Now that you know about what we'll be talking about, I would like to get started.